Zombie Dogs.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Zombie Dogs.
Zombie Dogs.
Your favorite podcast about Leon Kennedy, and then other people are in these games too, but we're going to stop with just Leon.
Has anybody else in the franchise done a backflip?
Nope.
Wesker must have done a backflip at some point.
Resident Evil 5, I suppose, yeah.
He does flip-de-doos left and
He
right.
definitely does a backflip at some point falling into the volcano, I would imagine.
Yeah, that epic fight scene in the Spencer Mansion with him and, like, Chris and Jill. Man. Talk about a late 20s bricked up stoy watching that scene on my Xbox 360. Ooh, boy.
Just bricked.
Just bricked up. I was like, I got to go walk outside for a bit.
I'd like to announce that I have beaten all the Resident Evil games that I intend on beating.
You intend on beating?
Well, I'm not going to include like the Outbreaks, Survivors, Dead Aims. If I have a chance
You
to, but
have to play Survivor. You have to.
I've watched some of Survivor.
Yeah, but you have to participate.
I will participate a little bit. But as far as beating, like to completion, I beat
Right.
Revelations 2. So I've gotten through all the numbereds plus some of the spin-offs and feels good. I have my final ranking on the series, which is fun. We won't talk about it for another year, but
I wondered, should we do like a top tens or something like that? I was thinking about doing a top 10 just for my own personal.
we'll rank them as we go along, so we can have
Right.
our own personal rankings. Right now, we have 2 is above 1 is all of our ranking.
We should rank all of the media.
Well, the movies.
Oh my God.
the movies will get ranked in there too.
In the Resident Evil or in the Popcorn Dogs?
Both.
Yeah, there we go.
So
I got to watch the live action ones. I haven't watched them since the second one.
you just haven't lived, my dude.
Clearly, I haven't.
You just haven't lived.
I heard some things. Anyway,
We're talking
Carlos Oliveira.
We're talking once again today about Resident Evil 3. My name is Brad, and I like Resident Evil.
My name is Stoy. All the sexy ladies love my accent.
My name is Tyler, and I have a day off work, and that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't. I had work this morning. It never stops. The grind never stops.
This is the skunkiest Corona I've ever had.
Are you a yes man?
Kind of. It's easy.
What
to
he
be,
means to say is yes.
Yes.
It's easy to be a yes man when you feel valued at your company and you care about it.
The old brewery trick.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. It's like you're feeling valued because like you're the type of guy not to say no. So it's like there's that fine balance of like, are they taking advantage of you? Which I hope they're not.
No, they bought me lunch today.
Oh, that's great. It's actually an easy way to just.
Yeah. Here's
pizza
your
party.
yeah.
Pizza party.
Here's your
Yeah.
pizza party. Eat the slop.
No,
Yeah.
I work. I like what I do, so I work
That's-
too much,
Your videos are amazing.
which is part of the work I do now.
Before we jump into the clock tower where we left off, I think that we need to do something on these episodes, just like the continuing timeline. We don't have to go into 20 years ago, 15 years ago. The virus has happened, but I want to talk about just the game timelines, just for those keeping track at home. So, Resident Evil 1 takes place July 24th and 25th, 1998. September 29th of that year,
A day I'll never forget.
Resident Evil 2 takes place 66 days later. That'll make it easy for you.
Yeah.
66 days in between 1 and 2. And then Resident Evil 3 takes place a day before Resident Evil 2, as well as a day after.
So canonically, it's Resident Evil, first half of Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2, second half of Resident Evil 3.
Yes.
Is what we're working
Yep.
with.
I think it's, we should keep reminding ourselves of this timeline.
Yep.
But when we left off, we had repaired a train. The Nemesis was screaming stars and killing people.
And our boy Mikolai saved the day, I guess.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Not Mikolai. Mikhail. That's it.
You
Mikhail.
just like combined him into one
super Russian.
like a nice dickhead. Mikolai.
One super Russian right there. So we came to a crossroads, obviously. Do we jump out of the train or do we stay on the train and try to use the emergency brake? Either way, you're still going to crash into the clock tower. So, if we're going to die, we should choose how it happens, right? So, it's especially in this scene, if you decide to like stay with the train all the way to the end, Carlos has this little conniption fit where he's like, we're all gonna die, and Jill slaps him in the face. It's kind of great.
Jill is in charge of the situation.
Oh yeah,
Carlos is just that happy puppy. He's like, what are we doing now?
yeah. Which is crazy because you look at his like, you know, the backstory that they gave him.
I was a 12-year-old gangster drug dealer who killed 30 people.
Yeah, and he's like the nicest, suavest, like
Ladies
you know,
like
can't
my
even hold
name,
his
too.
can't even hold his lunch.
Yeah. Gulp.
Yeah, no, he's just a ladies' man, and I think he's slightly a masochist. So I think he orchestrated this entire event just to have Jill slap him in the face.
Yeah, he likes getting slapped.
He likes it.
Who wouldn't want Jill to slap him?
I was going to say I wouldn't mind.
Stoy.
I wouldn't mind.
You give me the paper right now, I'll sign it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I bought the VR version of this game. Is there? You keep making your way through the clock tower to find these 2 key parts, which is a weird game mechanic. Fun fact: there are 2 framed pictures of the character Alex Mack from Nickelodeon.
The Strange Adventures of Alex Mack. She turned into goop.
Okay.
Yes, love that show. But yeah, there's one YouTube series which is like got the weird shit, and there's 2 framed pictures of Alex Mack in here for some reason. So whoever works in the clock tower, big fan of the show.
Cool.
Well, they probably had kids, and Nickelodeon is cooking at this point. This is like Rugrats.
And
Heyday.
With Resident Evil 3 Remake, it is retconned that this was also used in elementary school for a while. So I think that'll be showing up in Requiem.
Okay.
Yeah.
The upper levels of the clock tower are overrun with large spiders, pregnant ones too. So you know you shoot them, and then all of a sudden they just spew out little tiny spiders. So
I hate that.
I
That is the
just
grossest
Like
shit
the little
in the world.
Russian dolls of terror.
Yeah, I mean I try to run past them, but in the clock tower you do get the mine thrower, which is quite a unique weapon that it doesn't really fire bullets, but rather places mines instead, which blows up when an enemy gets within a certain proximity of it. It's a weird weapon to introduce in the Resident Evil universe, but I guess it, you know, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like-
It's not horrible. It really changes the dynamic of the gameplay where it's like introduces traps, which I think is fun,
Yeah.
especially when you have Nemesis chasing you. Like,
Block his path. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's all right.
Or
It's-
even in a lot of these areas where there's like, I mean, I think we talked about this before. The technology is increased now, where there's like hordes of zombies, like 5 or 6 can be shambling at you at once, versus like the previous 2 games, there were technology
like
limits.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this last time too, well, in between the last 2 episodes, because I love DayZ. DayZ, you can get some massive hordes going in that game.
You're a big Daisy fan as well.
I'm also a big Daisy fan.
I like
Daisy's
I like
incredible.
Waluigi more.
Yeah. That's okay. Everybody has a taste.
But seeing how far we've
Wait,
come.
you were talking about the zombie game. I really heard Daisy the first time.
Oh,
you
yeah.
said
I did too, and I was like,
Oh, I'm not.
it. Speaking of
Days
Resident Evil,
Gone. I'm sorry. I said DayZ. Days Gone. Totally didn't.
so
set Stoy
I
up
know
there.
DayZ.
I think
but then
Rosalina's
I
hot.
heard Daisy.
No, Days Gone, where you can rack up some massive hordes in that game. You can have a lot of zombies on the screen at the same time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that games really had the limitations for the amount of characters or sprites you could have on the screen at once. You forget that because we're spoiled by modern consoles.
We really are. We really are. So yeah, you know, useful for living things. Useful against living things. You use the combined clock tower key to access the top of the clock tower, and you get the Chronos key when you're up there by operating a random music box, which is annoying because you have to match the tune played before. It's like in the bottom level, you hear the music box play whatever, a bad tune, but then you have to memorize that, go upstairs, make it the same.
Annoying.
Yeah, it kind of is. So
It's just Incubus.
Mm-hmm.
Just Incubus starts playing.
pardon
just
me
my-
while I burst.
It's the Black Parade.
Yeah.
No, he said bad tune.
Oh, bad tune. Okay, right. So
Brad just gave me. I'm drawing a line in the sand. This is a hostile work
You
environment.
need to get more in the Discord because I posted a very funny picture of Gerard Way in Are You Afraid of the Dark? And you never responded.
I need to get caught up because I have like 100 notifications.
Quit your job.
I was gonna say, yeah. What was that one day that Tony was going off on high? What's the name of that?
Every
High Guard?
day.
Yeah, that's every day. Yeah.
Tony Pepperoni
Tony
be popping
Pepperoni.
off.
Yep. So you take the Chronos key and put it in the clock tower key part. You combine them. You grab the silver key gear on your way out, and then you hear stars as you get out.
You do a pretty good Nemesis. That's a good stars.
I do it every time I play the game.
Also, whenever you wake up in the morning.
Yeah. Stars. This is your 7th encounter. You can, at this point on the top of the clock tower, you have, you know, he's blocking your pathway to the door. So you're standing by this like broken down spotlight. So, you know, he pimp walks his way towards you. You're given a choice. Do you use the light to blind him and knock him over the edge, or do you rip the cord out from the spotlight and drop it in the water, frying him? If you fry him here, you can pick up eagle parts for your Magnum, which is really cool if you've been collecting them. Of course, he wakes up immediately after you get back into the main hall and gives chase. So, or you push him off, and that's that. So, the Chronos key gives you access to the back hallways of the clock tower, and after fighting your way down the hallway filled with spiders again, you enter a room with 3 clock puzzles and the corpse of an Umbrella mercenary hugging a female survivor who is, oddly enough, looked like she's dressed like Claire Redfield. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
But it wasn't, unfortunately.
Yeah. So,
I don't like spiders. I don't mind them in the real world. What I hate about them in Resident Evil is when they poison you.
yeah.
Poison is such an annoying thing. You never need those herbs for anything. And then that one time you get poisoned, you're like, well, of course I'm not carrying those herbs because I'm not going to use
Because I haven't needed them the whole game up to this
ever.
point.
Yeah, ever. So, I think it's nice in the clock tower, I think, foyer or the, lobby area.
Yeah.
There's like at least like a dish. What do they call those things that hold plants?
It's a
Planter?
A planter? There you go. That's it. Not a
pot?
dish. Don't tell Carla.
I thought it was a chip and
I
dip.
wouldn't know either.
Okay.
It's not a chip and dip.
It's a platter
Daisy.
there's a platter of blue herbs there.
When Carly moved in, I had 4 plants, and she's like, 2 of these are dead. I'm like, what?
You had plants?
I know. We were all surprised, but 2
Yeah.
of them were dead. Great.
Oh.
You'll find here the Mercenaries pocketbook in the clock tower, September 26th. It's only been 3 hours since the mission started, but the team is down to me and Campbell. The number of the zombies is far greater than we expected. There is no hope left for this city. We have already injected the antibody for the virus, but I'm not sure it will work. I don't know if I will survive. September 27th. We managed to reach the clock tower. Dear diary. I write into this diary a lot. Out of desperation, we robbed some wounded members of their weapons and used the surviving citizens as decoys.
Damn.
Don't incriminate yourself,
I know,
my
no
dude.
kidding. Jeez.
Who's going to read this and think, I get it?
Yeah, no one is. You're a bad guy now.
No one's going to read this and be like, good information. We were taught to do this in order to survive the battlefield, but I never enjoyed it. However, a girl showed up at the clock tower before me. She is one of the survivors. She looks just like my sister before she starved to death.
Now there's very little context to that. Like, is she anorexic or does she like starve to death? Like,
Either way, I think that it's his sister, right? It
yeah,
actually
but
is.
like,
If you read that paragraph in the right cadence over a noodly guitar, that is a Midwest emo song.
we managed to reach the clock tower out of desperation.
You're just doing it to the
we
tune of
robbed
Black
some
Parade.
wounded members of their weapons and decoys.
we're gonna get C&D for this. My Chemical Romance.
I wanted to
is all
evacuate as
coincidence.
soon as possible.
I'm loving this.
But the girl didn't. Her father insisted he wouldn't leave. Where his beloved wife rests in peace. I really wanted to save the girl, but Campbell said, all I care about is our lives. That's how I felt before, but now the clock tower's become a dangerous place, and I don't want to make any more mistakes. That does sound like an emo lyric.
It's just an
Yeah.
emo song. I
Yeah.
swear to God, Joyce Manor.
Become a dangerous place.
Joyce Manor could write this.
Bum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum.
Carry on.
Yeah,
Ugh.
there's a stupid puzzle here. There are 3 statues holding on to 3 balls: an amber ball, an obsidian ball, and a crystal ball. The balls need to be inserted into specific bowls of the clock paintings to make the middle clock painting open up to reveal a golden gear part. Combine the 2 gears and head on back where you came from all the way to the top of the clock tower. Use the gear to activate the bell, and finally be rescued from this nightmare.
Game over, guys. We did it.
Is this the end?
Game's
of the game?
over. Yeah, this is the end right here. Game over.
Maybe originally.
Yeah.
Or is this your Nemesis encounter number 8?
Oh my.
Oh,
Which is the
no.
first
Oh my God.
mandatory one, which color me surprised because I thought I was supposed to fight this motherfucker every single time. A rocket launcher blast hits the rescue chopper, knocking it out of the sky. Nemesis stands behind you, utters the word, "Stoy, please,"
Stars.
and slaps you on the shoulder with his tentacle, infecting you. Carlos rolls in to put some rounds in Nemesis, but gets knocked off his feet by another rocket blast.
I didn't have Carlos come in to save me when my playthrough.
Is that because you hit the
I jumped
brakes?
out of the
You
train.
jumped off.
I jumped
Okay.
off.
Because
Yeah.
you slapped him,
That's it. That was it.
and he's like, well, I'm not coming.
I am not going into that clock tower with a quarter chub. I will wait out here.
Calm down. She needs me, but I can't go out right now.
Puppies, grandma, cold water.
Go take a quick
Mother
shower.
Teresa naked on a cold night.
Down but not out, Carlos lets rip a few more shots, causing Nemesis' rocket launcher to explode in his arms. Nice crack shot. Also, what is this? The second game that has like the boss fight with a rocket launcher? Because the first one ends that way too, right?
Yep.
It kind of always.
Second one too. Yeah. Depends.
They just keep getting bigger because I just always think back to the volcano in 5, and I'm like, how did we get here?
As long as Ada is around, someone will throw you a rocket launcher.
That is true.
Or Brad Vickers, but.
So yeah, Carlos is gonna let rip a couple rounds, exploding the rocket launcher in his arms, knocking Nemesis into a pit of fire. The boss fight ensues with Jill pumping tons of rounds into the fast-moving Nemesis, who definitely took track and field in high school, or at least one of his body parts did. Keep running, keep your distance, and make sure you start this fight with some health items.
Yeah.
So,
One of the toughest encounters you've run into. Probably
Really?
the toughest thus far in the game that you have to fight.
Not a lot of places to move around, really. I mean, you think you get enough distance in between, and you turn around, you aim, and all of a sudden he's doing a full sprint right at
with
you.
the tank controls, to make a left turn takes 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to get away.
Yeah.
I always love the YouTube videos of somebody moving like they're in a Resident Evil game.
Yep. That's how real people move.
After defeating Nemesis, he passes out into a raging inferno, as one does. Naturally, if you're a villain, you got to go out.
This
pretty
is
badass.
me after like 10 beers.
10 out of 10 bleed out spot.
I'm screaming and just falling asleep on the ground.
Jill shambles towards the unconscious Carlos and passes out herself. Carlos wakes up and takes her to the chapel to recover.
No, Jill.
Say I do. We're in the chapel. Say it.
It's legally binding.
You have to marry me now.
Yeah. So Jill wakes up a whole day and a half later, missing the whole Leon and Claire expedition. Claire expedition?
33?
I didn't realize I just did that.
She's a little obscure.
Yeah, she is a little obscure. While Jill still recovers from now being infected, Carlos vows to protect her and make his way in through the clock tower to try to find a way out of the city. This is where you get access to Carlos as a controllable character and his handgun, the SIG Pro SP 2009 or 2009.
It's a special moment when you get to play as a new character in a Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
Never forget when you control Ada or Sherry. That's why when Revelations 2 and Barry comes back, I'm like, I never got to play as him.
No, yeah.
It's playing as Carlos.
Yep.
He's not as sexy, but he is cool.
That's why the recent reveal with the new one, with Leon being back, I'm very excited. I know it's not as excited as Stoy, but I'm excited.
Which one is Leon?
I've heard of him coming back in the new Resident Evil game. I don't know.
All right. All time, you only can choose one: Leon Kennedy or Daisy.
A light but effective handgun, a standard for the UBCS squad. It uses handgun rounds, and this is Carlos's main handgun. He also has access to the assault rifle, the M16 or M203, whatever.
A nice assault rifle.
Yeah. I just like the ammo counter. It's like literally you're not reloading at all, and it's like 100%.
Yeah.
And it goes down the more you use it, obviously. So
As guns work.
Yep, exactly. Make your way through the clock tower halls and back to the clock painting puzzle room. You have to push the large clock bell out of the way and make your way outside and find yourself right at the front door of the hospital. How convenient these city planners were in like creating these. It looks like it would be a terrible place to like drive up to a hospital, like that. How small that road is.
Yeah,
that's me.
I was admiring the book that you loaned me. What is it? Volume 1. That one.
Oh yeah, the whole big Resident Evil archives. Yeah, that's it.
It has the full map of Raccoon City, and I was sitting there. I'm like, "There's no way they're going to use this for that 9."
Yeah.
Yep.
God, I hope not.
Some of the geography they need to keep like stuff in certain areas, but I was wondering like how faithful they try to be here.
Yeah. So, I imagine, technical limitations with they can't make big wide city streets, and keep in mind streets and, city construction is different in Japan than it was in America.
Playing the Resident Evil 3 remake and seeing the subway system made me really respect, like, Raccoon City is a big fucking city. This is not New York City, but it is close.
Yeah. They had a subway.
Yeah.
We don't even have a subway.
Chicago doesn't have a subway.
Yeah.
No, their subway is in the sky.
Whoa.
It's a train above your head.
6 inch or foot long.
Sometimes chili dog. I don't know how to answer
Do you
that
go to
question.
Subway and order a chili dog?
No, because I don't go to Subway because that's a bad joke there.
One time I went to Subway and I got a fingernail in my sandwich.
Oh no!
And I have never been back.
How?
The person making the
Yeah,
sandwich?
yeah, I know, but how? They should be wearing gloves. Anyway,
You would expect so. Last time I went to a Subway, 3 of us walked in, and the lady behind the counter almost had a mental breakdown because 3 people walked into the store.
oh dear.
Yeah, you guys were all naked.
I mean, we were
That
pretty
does-
fucked up on High Life. One of them was my mom, and she was like, "This is more people than we served in a month. I'm gonna need some backup up here." They all have coupons.
I'm gonna need to call the other stores. Send someone in here ASAP.
Ted, get over here.
So this is where we discover our first hunter, the Hunter Beta. It was developed to improve upon Birkin's Hunter Alpha work. Due to Umbrella's ability to clone BOWs at a low cost, nice, they were free to continue making further genetic modifications to the Hunter Alpha, focusing on improving the Hunter's performance abilities. While its attack power was reduced in the process, its nervous system was improved, decreasing reaction time of being shot at. I hate these guys so much because of that.
Yeah.
So, in September 1998, Umbrella was preparing final tests of the Hunter Beta before they could make the final decision on whether or not to mass produce it. Taking advantage of the situation in Raccoon City later in the month, approximately 20 of the hunters were shipped to the United States and transported by truck into Raccoon City, where the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service and their monitors were to test and record the creature's performance.
Think of how diabolical these motherfuckers are. The city is collapsing, and they're like, we need to ship these to the city
ASAP.
now.
Yep. Wild.
Well, I mean,
How do you properly secure that load? Are they put under?
I would imagine they're
Who gets close enough to be like, all right, I'm going to give you a shot now.
Yeah. No.
They just give them begging strips. It's like a dog.
There you go.
They just play some My Chemical Romance and it puts them right out.
It's just a series of G notes
Sit in the
separated
corner.
by 4 seconds. So it's just the first note, and then they get all amped, and then they relax. And then it's G note, and then they get all amped, and they relax. Happens to me all the time.
It's classic.
Oh.
Now, Carlos enters the hospital to witness a hunter decapitate a zombie.
Oh, no.
And he properly just goes back to Jill and says, we're not going to get you cured. We're in trouble. We should call someone. After unloading his assault rifle on the 2 of them in the hospital lobby, he continues on a search for something to help Jill in her predicament. In the doctor's break room, he finds a tape recorder that you can use to access the voice recognition switch that activates the elevator. The classic flaw.
Yeah. That's it. Simple. You don't have to say anything specific.
Kevin McAllister used this to get a hotel room with his father's credit card.
I think I did this in Doom where I cut somebody's hand off and used their fingerprint to get through a door.
Yeah. It's classic.
Yeah, it's a good trope.
You take it down to the 3rd level basement. Down in the basement, he reunites with his old friend Tyrell Patrick.
You know what the recording says, right? When you play it to get in the elevator?
There's a slight fracture at the elbow.
Oh, I heard a different one. I'm sorry.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was, no, this is Patrick. And that's what it said.
Oh, okay. Dang. I played a completely different.
Yeah.
There was just an episode of SpongeBob he had recorded he listens to.
No, this is Patrick.
Patrick was born and raised in Suriname.
Suriname, yeah, I think. Yep.
At the time of one of the constituent countries within the United Kingdoms of the Netherlands. As Suriname achieved independence, Patrick left for Europe and joined the French Foreign Legion, as you do.
Yep.
During his time in the Legion, Patrick used his position to supply black marketeers with weapons. Following their use in a genocidal campaign, the weapons were traced back to Patrick. And he was fucked. He was court-martialed and given a life sentence. During his incarceration, Patrick became aware of a recruiter for a mercenary organization who could get him out of jail.
Hey, you good with guns and like zero oversight?
You have no morals.
Do you have no morals?
Well, this dude, he sucks. He's perfect. Umbrella bartered with the French for Patrick's freedom and enlisted in their Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service, where he was offered the additional role as a monitor to be paid extra for intelligence gathering. Tyrell's wounded and reveals that Nikolai shot him. Next to Tyrell is a safe that he opens, only to reveal a bomb that goes off right in front of him, killing him instantly. Tyrell...
We hardly knew ye.
Happens to the best of us sometimes. Carlos will now enter into another laboratory with large containers with floating frog gamma monsters, which is a sentence that I never thought I would say in my life.
Floating frog gamma monsters.
In this lab, he picks up a medium base file, drains the tanks with the monsters in it, and activates a synthesizer that requires you to move some pressure relief switches to some light matchup arrows on the floor, and then I guess it reveals like a vaccine medium vial.
This is how people make vaccines in real life. You just flick a couple of knobs and switches, move some things around, and then just all of a sudden you got a vaccine base. Boom.
I don't know if
Bada
they've
bing,
ever,
bada boom.
I don't know if they've ever actually been in a lab.
I just know
I don't think they have either.
Yeah.
they just put something in a vial and they put it in a spinny thing, and then it spins and it creates magic.
Is there the claw that comes down, spins a bunch, and then puts it down somewhere else?
And then you got to move a pedestal and match the arrows and step on corresponding stones.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that said, oh, wait, it needs a password? Well, someone like wrote down their password in their diary, like in the building before this one. So you got to go all the way back.
Is there any diaries in here? We have 30 diaries in this building.
Exactly.
I got no diaries.
One of these has a
I
password
got
in it.
2 gyms and 5 cranks. I don't know what to do with them.
What? We should almost just start our own diaries just so
Just to keep track of all this thing.
had to take a dump outside in a porta potty at 20 below today.
By the way, my password is my girlfriend's name.
If I was Carlos here, my first diary entry would be like, oh, those are weird frog gamma monsters. I really don't want to fight those things. And then I would write 12 seconds later, to the surprise of anyone or no one, frog gamma monsters break out of their cage and try to kill me.
Oh, no.
As you try to escape the lab.
I just closed the door. They're still on the other side. I should run.
But what if they get hungry?
Thinking about Jill. I'd eat her sandwich.
The Hunter, is that Hunter Y? What are these weird letters? That one looked like, I know that's beta, but it looked
Clearly,
like
you've never done the Greek alphabet.
this is Omega.
Hunter
Yet is it a Yeti? I don't know.
Hunter Yeti.
That's Hunter Gamma.
It is Gamma. Okay, all right.
Gamma's a Y?
Sure.
It's all Greek. It's all Greek to me.
Yeah.
Because I saw
got
the
him.
B and I was like, is that an S set? I was going to start Sprechen Sie Deutsch all over this place.
I have no idea.
All right, so we're going to say it's the Hunter Gamma was developed based on information retrieved from the American branch's Hunter A model, or
The Alpha.
Contrary to the American design method, the Hunter Gamma involved human DNA being bonded with fertilized amphibian eggs with the T virus because you know what? Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
This is the Hojo from Final Fantasy VII school of philosophy. Like, what if those two things fucked?
We're just going to mix the fuck out of it and then see what happens.
Now she's a frog and you're a human. just have sex.
Stick your dick in it, see what happens.
Okay, I'm going to take some notes. Go ahead.
Has anybody ever been turned on by a starfish?
I have this idea. It's a human starfish.
We're going to call him Patrick. It's going to be great.
I know. Whip it out.
Oh, don't mind me. Don't mind me.
Pretend I'm not even watching you have sex with a starfish. Go ahead.
Birkin, get in here. We need a fluffer. He's losing his confidence. In the year of our Lord,
This is literally how it all happened. I wish we were joking.
In 1998, Umbrella ordered the destruction of numerous batches of the variant due to its perceived uselessness as a weapon.
Oh.
You fuck a frog, and you're like, honestly, it's not that good in
And it
battle.
wasn't worth it.
No.
If you're gonna fuck
All that
anything
work.
and
All
make
that
it-
work.
Yeah.
Centaurs exist in the pantheon of shit. Go fuck a bull.
Yeah.
That would fuck some shit up.
I think people have tried.
They probably have.
They died.
Or like
Couldn't hang
a
on long
honey
enough.
badger. Could you imagine like a honey badger person?
Now you're thinking like a scientist.
Yes, yes.
That's outside the box.
Yeah.
Umbrella needs you.
One researcher who had grown emotionally attached to the hunters.
no.
See, and now we're getting into this is weird Love Island shit.
No.
One of the researchers who had grown emotionally attached to the hunters under his care defied this order and bribed a sewer manager in Raccoon City to allow him and some of his associates to move the hunters there to continue training and evaluation. He hoped to prove their worth and bargain with Umbrella's European branch to continue development. Now, I get this. You really believe in your idea. Management's not down with it. Sometimes you got to ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
Easier to ask for forgiveness.
To amphibian, human BOWs, I think you should probably play it by the book.
I admire him. He's like, oh, it's so cute.
Oh,
Maybe he'd be worth it.
Maybe we're thinking of this wrong. Maybe it was a tadpole at the time.
look at those eyes.
It could have been a tadpole, and he was like, oh, it's just a little baby tadpole. It can't hurt nobody. And then it started fucking shit up, and he was like, I made a grave mistake.
Yeah.
Could happen.
I think I respect his decision.
Yeah.
If you got to believe in your Pokemon.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep in mind, we're all humans at some point.
Well, Carlos is now going to take the long elevator ride up.
His mom was a frog.
That was it.
You don't know what tough is.
I loved my mom, but she was a fucking frog.
What's for dinner tonight, Mom? Hamburger helper? Oh,
Flies
just a plate
again?
of flies? Okay.
Oh,
She was in a Budweiser commercial. She's a celebrity.
bud.
Why?
She was the Y part.
Carlos takes the long elevator ride up to the 4th floor, grabbing the sick room key and using it on another door on this level. The trick here with these two nearly identical rooms is the position of the roving medicine card. It's roving.
Roving, yeah, because it kind of roves.
I was going to say maneuvering or
You
moving.
used the word to describe the word.
Yeah.
I was like, I called it moving.
You know when you rove things.
In
You
my
rove
mind,
them.
it was a moving cart roving through me for a loop.
It was like, I think when I was writing this, I was like, roving or rolling? I'm gonna keep roving.
This is one of the dumbest puzzles.
Really was.
Puzzle concepts in the game.
Yeah.
It's better if you listen to just roving by
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
Keep roving.
Keep those prices roving.
Yes. So yeah, you're gonna find the moving, roving, rolling cart. In the adjacent room, there's a dead doctor with a note in his hand revealing a safe code and a medicine cart in the corner of the room.
As one does, you put the code down on your diary and you keep it in your breast pocket.
And then you go to the other room
And
they'll
die.
never figure this out.
Yeah.
In the sick room, move the cart onto a plate in the same position, keeping in mind that the reversed orientation of the room is a factor here. This
is so
reveals a
ridiculous.
safe
Yeah.
on the wall. For some reason, inside the safe is a vaccine base ampule.
Yep.
That's a word that I've never heard before.
Ampule is a word. Yeah.
Combine the ampule with the vaccine medium to create the vaccine, and just like that.
Just
wow.
like that.
That was good.
That
High
was,
five.
yeah, wow.
That was good.
That's awesome.
Fuck off, COVID. We got the answer.
Yeah,
We didn't practice that either. You see how in sync we were?
It was amazing.
Yeah. So you get that. You're like, all right, I can go save Jill's life. Of course, while getting out of the hospital, Carlos discovers a time bomb in the lobby with 7 seconds left on the timer.
Oh my God.
You run.
That's a pretty aggressive timer. Let's be
I'll
honest.
say, yeah. Yeah.
Usually you get 30 seconds, maybe a minute.
And it's kind of funny
7.
because like you just, discover in a cutscene and then all of a sudden it cuts to you being able to control him and all you got to do is walk like 3 steps to the front door and that's it. There's like a timer that counts down. So it's like, are you the idiot that just sits there? It's like, oh.
Why not have it happen the moment you grab the vaccine? It's like 30 seconds, a minute. Something that you feel. 7 seconds.
7
I don't
seconds.
Feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. So all you got to do is walk 3 steps, walk out of the hospital. You make your run, whole hospital is destroyed. As you make your way back through the clock tower, there's a lot of commotion in the floor above you as you make your way back to Jill. Something's up there. When you get to the main lobby, the Nemesis, newly mutated with all new tentacles and shirtless, drops in.
Oh my God, he's ripped.
Yes.
Look
Yes.
at
Dude is
those
swole.
tentacles.
Oh, I can
Swole.
see his muscles. They're actually exposed. His skin's gone.
Yeah. So don't fight him. Just keep running.
I mean, you Forrest Gump it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is pointless to fight with Carlos, as Carlos doesn't really have anything to fight, against the Nemesis with.
Just the
Instead, you can switch to Jill's perspective. She will then confront the Nemesis in either the piano room or the main hall, which really kind of depends on how fast you're moving. Carlos administers the vaccine to Jill, who wakes up and is ready to go after that, just like that. Carlos runs off, of course, warning her that the Nemesis is still after her. What a swell fella. He's like,
Hey.
this monster is like kind of chasing you.
I'm glad you're awake now. The monster's back there, so just keep going.
Goodbye.
I gotta run.
Yeah.
It's nice meeting you.
See you later. All the ladies love Max. Ninth boss Nemesis encounter 9. Second form. In this form, Nemesis has lost his protective armor, including his limiter. As a result, he undergoes a slight mutation that causes his tentacles to become longer and much more dangerous.
Much like a drunk man at a bar, when they rip their clothes off, they reach their second form.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're more dangerous. They're more unpredictable. The Nemesis actually, there is a limiter built onto, like, the virus is contained by his armor. So the more clothing Nemesis loses, the more mutations he will have. Much like a drunk person at a dive bar.
I like the correlation.
I have seen at least a couple shirtless men in dive bars this year. I am going to refer to them moving forward as Nemesi.
Or just call him second form.
He's
Second form.
he's entering into his second form.
Oh my
Good
God,
Lord.
Terry went to a second form.
It's like the golf guy. We saw the video of the golf guy that tears off
He
his
has
shirt.
no muscles.
Yeah.
He can now use these tentacles to whip and slash at you, and he can even use them to grab hold of you and slide you within range of his physical attacks. Defeating him as Jill here would provide a reward. The reward on a first playthrough is the M4A1 assault rifle. Subsequent playthroughs grant infinite bullets. This is the final reward for defeating Nemesis.
That sounds like quite the prize.
Yep.
Unlimited bullets for your next playthrough.
Yeah. An assault rifle used by the UBCS. It's a useful crowd control weapon capable of keeping many zombies at bay and is even effective against hunters. This weapon is available for Carlos. However, ammunition for it is scarce.
Unless
He
it's
got the
infinite.
he had the percentage magazine.
Yeah. So there's 100% bullets in this magazine.
How many bullets left? 2%?
2%? I
I
don't
think
know.
it's 6.
Yeah. Just
I don't know.
going to keep going until I get dry.
Now we get to go to a pretty interesting segment of the game. I actually have some fondness for it. It definitely feels apart from a lot of the city. This is the park.
Yeah.
And this was added on when the game became longer. This segment was like kind of pushed in to pad it out a little bit. Jill is now in full pursuit by Nemesis, so she keeps running out of the clock tower building through the back way and into the park. The gas street lamps here can be shot out. They'll explode. These are gas street lamps and not just like,
I do it on accident all the time.
which is great.
Yeah.
Your shotgun, you just...
Yeah. It's like, oh, neat. Forget that. I forget that every time.
Jill will find another dead mercenary holding a park key because parks have a lot of keys.
Yep.
And a document pertaining to the Umbrella mercenaries destroying evidence and obtaining data on the Nemesis.
Don't write down that you're destroying evidence.
The
These guys are the worst.
I destroyed the evidence. Why did you write it down?
LOL.
We're trying to be covert.
Right.
Killed civilians. Ha 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 ha.
And then
Todd was there too.
destroying the evidence. They just put one X through the paragraph, like, yes, good,
Yeah.
destroyed.
I didn't write this. I scribbled the name out. Why did you sign it? It's your own diary. You don't sign your diary. You making your way through the weirdest looking park we've ever seen. There's a long segment of you're just like walking on no railing ponds,
Yeah.
which you sometimes see, but they always wind up going wrong.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. Is all I can think of.
Some dude fucked a frog.
And
And it chased me.
It chased me.
Stars. Jill finds a control panel that requires her to move some gears around to activate. This is some weird bullshit puzzle.
Yeah,
too.
it really is. Yeah.
When I'm doing a puzzle and it works the way I expect it to, I feel smart and the game feels well designed. Half of Resident Evil's puzzles in the entire series don't do that.
Yeah, like the what was I remember in Resident Evil 1 the medication room where like Chris is like caught by that plant thing, and then like you have to get into like the medicine room to like make the V-jolt, and
Yeah.
it's like those buttons that you have to push randomly and hoping
Yeah.
yeah,
The keypad.
they're the keypad. And I think the same thing in this one when you try to get the machine oil out of the cart and you have to hit buttons randomly. Yeah.
If I, as a 38-year-old, not stupid human, can't look at a simple puzzle in a video game and it doesn't work the way it's supposed to, I feel like it's not a failure of me. It's kind of the game design.
Yeah, really is.
Yeah, this is where I wish Mimir would have been there.
Kratos. Try hitting random buttons, Kratos.
Yeah, that would have been really helpful for all.
Something will happen later.
Even this puzzle's fucking stupid. I don't know. Just Google it.
Watch a video.
There's sine waves and there's different levels of liquids. We don't know how they correlate. They don't tell us this. Just figure it out, Kratos. I'm over this.
Oh man, I can't wait till we do the water sample puzzle.
Good Lord.
I can't wait.
There is a handy diagram next to it showing the configuration the gears need to be in to drain the water in the fountain. Oh yeah, and you can only move the gears so many times before using the control panel. Draining the water reveals a hatch leading down into the sewers and taking you back into a graveyard. A lot of city parks have graveyards. Can neither confirm nor deny that previous statement.
I mean, I've never been one to run a park ever. So
I mean, I guarantee there's a dead body in Central Park in New York City, probably right now.
couple at least. Yeah.
Supervisor's report. Here we go.
Also, do people label all their shit before they start writing?
I mean, when I take notes at work,
Evidence
I usually
destruction report.
Yeah.
beers drank this shift, and then it's just tallies after that. The endurance ability of the contaminated guinea pigs is truly incredible.
Wow.
Even when shot in a vital area, they can sometimes survive for several days without taking care of the wound. Welcome to making a murderer.
Yep.
This is a serial killer in the making.
Are these actual guinea pigs?
What are they shooting a guinea pig with?
Yeah, I was going to say, is it actual guinea pigs or is it
I
just
don't know.
Well,
metaphorical?
it's
guinea pigs?
contaminated, so I would imagine they're probably a little bit bigger, especially if they're surviving a gunshot.
Yeah.
Did someone have to fuck a guinea pig?
Hugh Grant? Was it Hugh Grant? Somebody put a gerbil up their ass, right? That's like the old Hollywood wives' tale.
What was that Black Mirror episode?
The guy fucked a pig.
guy
That's
fucked
the
a
first
pig, yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
That's
Was
a great episode.
Yeah.
Thank God we haven't had a half pig, half human monster in Resident Evil yet.
Thank God. Thank God.
As you were with your report, Tyler.
Yeah.
However, after prolonged exposure to the virus, the guinea pig's intelligence level decreases to that of an insect. Even though reviving the dead seems too disgusting, the virus may still be of use. If we inject the virus into our prisoners of war, or as I will affectionately refer to them from now on, POWs.
Or
POWs.
Or you can say BOW POW.
BOW POWs.
Yes.
And release them. They would return to their units and then turn into zombies. This plan may work well for us in the future. In certain areas, the virus seems to have caused a mutation of animals and plants. It may be difficult, but it'll make a good sample for the bioweapon development. I've heard that there is a giant alligator,
Like, just throw this in here.
but I've only encountered a giant creature moving underground. I don't know. Want to imagine what a creature spawned that monster. I encountered Nemesis, or as I affectionately refer to him, Nimmy. If I didn't know about it, I would have thought
he was cute.
if I didn't know about it, I'd have been contaminated and would have become one of them by now. If it's still walking around the city, its mission's not over yet. STARS members must be very tough since they survived until this point. However, they cannot hold out forever.
Can he smell stars? How does he know stars? Does he just
I don't think he has a nose. He's got a Staples all across his nose. So I'm going to say no.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
They probably
Yeah.
like Clockwork Orange him, like as he was turning and just like flashed photos of STARS members.
Because he's still intelligent. That's part of the Nemesis thing. So he could be shown a picture.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like pictures of the STARS members and like dead animals and like things that are ruined. So
What
it
does
was
the
like-
numbers mean, Mason?
Yeah, it was like that. It
Yeah.
was like Black Ops.
Black cops?
Black Cocks?
What do Daisy?
Daisy. You know that game, Daisy?
Black Cops 7?
Black Ops 7, yeah.
Pass.
And it's Carl from Family Matters.
Black Ops 7 Minority Report.
Steve, what did you do?
No.
Steve, what did you do?
Damn it.
It's set in the future.
This is the future.
Okay.
Use the park key, Tyler.
Yeah, you're going to
Use the park key, Tyler, quick.
use the park key on the cabin door at the end of the cemetery, which is also in a park. Don't question it. Don't think about it. It works. Take the iron pipe and light yourself a nice little fire in the fireplace. There's a hole revealing a room behind the fireplace, kind of like the Hag's Lair in Baldur's Gate 3 in the first act. It's
Big
a lot
fan.
like that.
Yep, big fan of that.
Use the iron pipe to knock out the back of the fireplace wall, and you will now find a secret room with umbrella plans, a large radio, a map, body pillow of Wesker, some damning information detailing what Nikolai and his other, air quotes, supervisors have been witnessing within the outbreak.
What people are saying are not stains from them on the pillow of Wesker.
Nope.
Pick up another part key, because you can never have too many part keys, and listen to a radio message beckoning all supervisors to return back to base immediately. Nikolai will then confront Jill and does his evil villain speech on how they were able to collect all the data, blah, 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 blah. I'm a Russian crazy Nazi. No, not Nazi. Crazy
I don't
evil
care
guy.
about people.
Yes, thank you.
I only want you to die.
But he's interrupted by a tremor. Kevin Bacon will enter now, and it's goes
wearing a
full
cowboy
tremor.
hat.
Yeah, it's full tremors.
Cut his sleeves off. Very cool.
Jill-
Can we just talk about this for a moment? So, did Umbrella plan for this room to be a secret base when it was made 30 years ago? Because there's a secret room behind a fireplace where they have made.
And there's no other door getting in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot like Cyrus the Virus, who makes a fake brick every time he wants to pull his Last Supper message in and out of his cubby. He has to remake the brick every time. So they have masons that will just re-slab it every time you want to go in.
That's the only way to get in and out of it.
Tyler will bend over so backwards to talk about Con Air.
Hey,
He did 2 front flips trying to talk about
I'm
that.
so proud of you. Yeah, when you said Cyrus, I was like, wait a minute.
He's going to do the Steve Buscemi monologue for way long enough.
What's that? That's a rock.
so the tremor comes, and it's going to interrupt Nikolai's evil villain speech. Jill runs out to see what the commotion is and is swallowed up by a large sinkhole created by the Gravedigger, a giant worm with teeth.
No, monster truck.
Yes, also that. Monster trucks are nuts. If they ever come back to Milwaukee, I would definitely go.
Monster trucks are nuts.
I got kind of drunk the other night. I was
time.
watching them on Instagram Reels, and I was like, they're so bouncy, dude.
Yeah, they really are.
Get some air. I've never felt more American in my life.
This is the only boss that isn't Nemesis.
Yes, it's the Gravedigger.
It's kind of cool.
It's an irregular mutant resulting from an arthropod exposed to massive doses of the mutagenic T virus.
That's right. Nobody fucked this arthropod this time, guys.
Nope. No hole the fuck.
Some guy zipped his pants up in shame.
He's like,
I'm not gonna
I
fuck
can't.
that.
It doesn't.
I'm not going to fuck
I
that.
will not fuck this one.
No.
I draw the line somewhere.
Not
God damn it.
today.
The frogs, yes. This one, no.
Is Frog available?
The origins of the Gravedigger lie with the excessive research and dumping of T-virus test subjects at Nest, which, when too much for incineration disposal plant P12A to handle. So they were dumping people because they couldn't incinerate them fast enough, and it contaminated the soil and got to an earthworm, is how I read this.
Standard.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep. If I had a nickel for every time this happened,
It's ridiculous how much this happens.
and exactly.
So
All the time.
there's probably an infected roly-poly somewhere down here.
I love them.
A couple roaches, probably.
I'm John Smith. John Smith, 1882. My mistake.
A powerful weapon is needed here, so the grenade launcher is recommended weapon of choice for this battle. After a certain amount of damage has been dealt to the Gravedigger, you may notice one of the lampposts start to buckle. Apply a well-aimed shot at it with a handgun, and it will come crashing down into a puddle, electrifying it. One touch of this puddle by the Gravedigger will frazzle it to death. It'll sizzle it. It'll be like what's his nuts from Home Alone when he goes. You see the
Donald
skeleton?
Trump.
Yeah. Merv.
Not
Marv.
quite him. Oh, not Murph, right?
Yeah.
Marv.
Whatever. Yeah.
The Wet Bandit.
Hey, we honor Marv in this household
with, the,
story.
with the sticky bandits. I'm sorry.
We're the Sticky Bandits.
Are they the Wet Bandits or the Sticky Bandits first?
Marv is the kind of guy that would write in his diary about how he still stole
He
from
would be that
Santa
guy, yeah.
Claus.
Yeah,
I
totally.
robbed 2 Santa Clauses today. Shit was awesome. Harry says I suck.
I should remind myself
Sad
to
face.
dispose of the evidence afterwards. By the way, my phone password is.
Is Harry so cool?
69. Once the gravedigger is done, a fence drops down, allowing you to climb out of the sinkhole. You make your way back through the sewers and to the other side of the park again. Use that other park key to unlock the padlock on the chain that's blocking your way out. Is everybody keeping up? You'll then make your way on a bridge heading toward an abandoned factory, only finding the Nemesis blocking your path. This is a very critical decision you have to make here.
You don't realize it.
Yeah, you don't realize it because it seems arbitrary. Do you push Nemesis off the bridge or do you jump off the bridge yourself?
Do you get to see your own personal savior or not?
Or not.
You don't realize you're making this decision.
Did Mama raise a bitch? Is what you got to ask yourself. Every time you face Nemesis, was I raised?
I am a bitch because I want to see my boy.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
You don't realize that's what's happening here, though.
Yeah. I pushed him off because Mama didn't raise a bitch.
Mama raised a boy that loves Barry Burton, so I jumped off.
So yeah, you can push him off the bridge, or you can jump off the bridge like the little bitch that you are. Like I said, if you jump off, Nemesis says something like "bitch can't even swim."
I would jump off 1,000 bridges to see Barry one time.
Exactly, for sure. And then walks away. You get into the power station through the drainage pipes underneath the facility. If you push him off, you can just continue across the bridge and into the new power station. It says something like the Ada Wong's, too bad, and then just keep on moving on. The choice actually has huge ramifications to meeting a majorly badass dude, as we alluded to just now.
We can just say what it is. This is whether or not you see Barry Burton at the end of the game.
Yep.
And if you do see him, the police start playing, and it's every step I take.
I'll
and
be
it's a
watching
beautiful
you.
moment.
Yeah.
To me, my life went in slow motion. It was like reunited and it feels. And then Barry did this really creepy smile. And then he cracks open a beer that blows up on his face.
And he just hands it to you.
And he's flying the helicopter.
He lights 2 cigarettes in his mouth and just hands
Don't
one
worry,
to
I
you.
got this.
And then he puts it back in his mouth and smokes both of them.
Because Barry is a badass.
Barry fucks.
So you enter the factory.
The worst part of every Resident Evil game. I'm sorry. Hate the factory.
Yeah, you really, really do. Every Resident Evil game ends in a factory, ends in a large laboratory, and there's got to be naked zombies around here somewhere too.
Do you like the factory segments of these games, or would you say that sometimes it feels a little excessive?
I think it's a little excessive, but I mean, ultimately everything ends to the where everything is made. I guess it's too convenient for a story. I don't know.
I always like the idea of working in a factory is a soulless sometimes job. Like people that are working there, on the ground level, it's not their first choice in life.
We got to dump more bodies in the river again.
And I always wondered if there was a little bit of an analogy for these games always having a factory, because it's
we all end up in the
soulless
factory.
zombies, soulless people at work. You're a zombie at your workplace. You should enjoy what you do. This has been my TED Talk.
I want to end at a theme park. I want to end every game at a theme park.
It's like Cyrus the Virus said.
Yeah. What do you say?
When I was a young boy, my father took me into a city.
Gerard Way. What Cyrus the Virus said was, nothing makes me sadder than when the agent lost his bladder on the airplane. And then he went to Disney World.
It just seems almost perfunctory that at some point you're going to be in a factory.
Yeah.
And to me, it's always... They just ramp the difficulty up, but it doesn't feel as inventive of a location often.
They're just kind of phoning it in at that point.
It's not even phoning it in. It just seems less creative.
Yeah.
Where I like parks. I like weird clock towers. I like all of these things. Then you get to the factory, which it's always just like rooms. And
the factory or lab. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will give them that the remake did this last part better, kind of.
Yeah, it was more interesting.
Yeah, it was a little bit more interesting.
Not faithful, but
no,
it was interesting.
not. But it was a little bit more.
There's no Barry Burton in all of the remakes. So
Clearly not. Yeah.
I threw it away.
Did they retcon him? God, I hope they didn't. So in this factory, you grab a water sample from the factory break room, because as one does, and you use it on a water quality check machine. Like a true scientist, that requires you to insert the water sample into the machine, hit some valves and buttons to match the Tetris shapes on the monitor to check the water sample to make sure it's A-okay.
I'm a scientist.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah. Some would say I am also a scientist.
Yeah.
Tyler?
I've checked the pH levels in the dishwasher before.
That's scientist stuff.
Bitch, that's basic.
Nice job. Nice job.
I read Gravity for a beer once.
I've done that. I do that.
Yeah.
I watched
fun.
Gravity with a beer once. I don't like that.
How do you
movie.
watch Gravity?
The movie?
Oh, the movie. Okay.
Oh, I was
thought you
thinking
meant
of-
like literally watching Gravity.
I was
Like, you
thinking
just-
about that weird feeling where I stick to my bed and the ceiling spins.
That's called being too drunk, Tyler.
I don't
That
know
was
if that-
5G.
Holy
I
shit!
feel the 5Gs in here.
Oh,
feel like an
jeez.
astronaut.
Not that the water is safe. A door opens into another room. Jill finds herself surrounded by zombies in the sewers and is promptly rescued by Carlos. Carlos informs Jill that there will be a missile launched at Raccoon City at dawn. The only reasonable thing to do is to split up and find a way out together.
Honestly, the first logical thing they've ever done.
Yeah, it's
Like,
about time that they decide
This
this.
city needs to go.
Yeah.
He probably didn't need to try and hold her hand, though. He made a play.
He sometimes, hey, shooter's gonna shoot.
Yep.
Wayne
Shoot your
Gretzky
shot.
once said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take."
And
You
then
really
he
do it.
just put his hand in his pocket because he didn't know what to do.
Oh, anyway. Jill explores more of the abandoned factory, quote, and in her searches finds a system disk.
We know about these.
These are super important. Anytime you see a system disc or an MO disc, you pick
Wait.
it up.
A system.
System
what?
discs. You find system discs.
That could be the name of our Doggies After Darks.
System
Yeah,
dig.
we're going to segue right into Doggies After Dark. System discs.
There is a
You
fuck
stick
ton,
these into computers.
there are a fuck ton of zombies in the factory too. Like you walk into a room, there'll be like 8 zombies. There's quite a few barrels and means to get rid of them, but I was kind of overwhelmed by how much they were throwing at me at this segment.
Yeah, it's nice that the ammo that you get is very plentiful. So it feels less survival horror-ish. You know, and that was my thoughts overall with Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. It was a little bit less survival horror, more all of a sudden like a shooting factory in a lot of cases.
So this is the part where like the Freebird solo kicks in, and you just like start guns ablazing.
Yeah, you just go John Wick on every zombie that you see.
Love it.
So, you know, Jill narrowly avoids gunfire directed at her by a mysterious figure down the hall.
We find a security manual that security of the plant says this plant is a facility under the disguise of a deserted factory. We're going to literally spell out what illegal shit we're doing here in this book. This is not a private email. This is written down. So civilians will sometimes enter. If this should occur, do not hesitate to shoot them. If they choose to surrender, arrest them and then transfer them to the laboratory as new guinea pigs. So the guinea pigs were people.
So the guinea pigs were all of us the whole time.
Oh no!
You will be rewarded with a pizza. You will feel valued as employee. Dinner will be provided for every human you
we
shoot.
got Smokey the
Pizza
Bandit.
party, let's go.
Smokey the Bandit from Ian's Pizza.
One of the best.
One of the best barbecue pizzas in country.
Yes.
Arguably the only good barbecue pizza in country.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
I hate
honestly.
barbecue sauce on
I
pizza.
I don't like barbecue
Smokey the
sauce on
Bandit
pizza either.
slaps.
Yeah.
I'll concede. Maintenance of the device. The entire plant is controlled by an epidemic prevention system. When contamination is detected in the treatment room or decomposed specimen pool, the plant will automatically be locked down for isolation. In that case, you must follow the manual to unlock it. If the contamination is over the limit, the whole system will automatically lock down. Then you must remain in the plant and wait for subsequent orders.
Okay.
Those who leave without permission will suffer extreme consequences.
Don't go through that door.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
We're not going to write down that we'll kill you, but you know what we just said.
We said extreme consequences. You know what that means.
We're chopping your dicks off.
We're going to put that system dick in the computer.
Where do you think these system dicks come from, buddy?
You want to be a guinea pig? You're on the fast track, buddy.
You will be rewarded
It's a bit of a promotion.
with pizza party.
Here is your gerbil. You must have sex with it.
You put it in your bum.
Pretend I'm not in the room.
I'm just here taking notes.
I will just be lighting few candles, setting the mood.
Slowly unzipping.
We will put on the Mariah Carey.
Me and my baby. The pressure valve room.
This has gotten unhinged.
Experts on pressure relief valves are mad at this one trick. In order to access a control panel on the other side of the room, you have to meticulously release pressure valves, spewing out hot steam that hurts you. Once you get to the safety system control panel, the same door you unlocked previously with the water sample is now unlocked for real this time. Head over to the now unlocked door and access another locked gate using your system disk. I should have looked closer at these to know the valves just kind of turn off whatever steam they want to. I don't think that's how that would work, but thank God they're there. If there was steam, hot steam, I would do the fastest running dive through it and not get burned.
Yeah, really. I mean,
Yeah.
it can't hurt that bad.
If it's fast.
Yeah.
And I think there's like a weird thing where if you're sweaty and you come into contact with something super hot, it'll evaporate the moisture on top of your skin before it actually burns your skin. I don't know if that's true. I saw a guy slap lava once, and he was totally fine.
Huh. Interesting.
There's a video on the internet about it.
I wonder if that's the whole like people that walk on hot coals.
My
So people with sweaty feet.
Our tattoo artist, Josh, did that.
Yeah.
He got burnt to fucking shit on his feet.
Yeah, he did.
Why did he do that?
Because
Josh does everything crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Josh does. If there's something to be done in the world, Josh is going to do it.
Oh, you can legally cut scars into your dick? I'll try it.
I'm going
Okay.
to climb a mountain
You gonna turn your dick into a
in
system
Africa
dick?
Yeah.
on a hunting trip,
I
and then
can't-
I'm going to get tattooed on said mountain.
I can't even talk about everything I know about Josh.
Huh, interesting.
Great
So-
fucking best artist in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
One of the interesting things about this scene where you encounter Nikolai down the hallway is that he either escapes or he gets eaten and destroyed or whatever by one of the Nemesis monsters, depending on what you choose if you push Nemesis off the bridge or if you jump off the bridge. So, so Nikolai either dies in this scene or not.
He deserves it.
No, whatever.
Warning, proceeding with operation in the treatment room. Please evacuate immediately. The warning message booms over the intercom immediately when the door locks behind you. A 4-minute timer appears on the screen, and you and your best friend, Nemi, get to, he walks in from the shadows.
Little tango.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
The
guys are
10th
gonna-
encounter.
it's called the salsa fight. It's the second mandatory fight. You'll do a little dance here.
The mamushka.
You could lay shots on him all day, or you could trap Nemesis underneath some like acid valve things that dump out caustic acid that hurts and stuns him, letting you get in some free shots while he's kneeling on the ground.
This is really hard to do.
to get him under the acid bath.
This is really, well, to aim properly.
Oh yeah, that's always hard.
Yeah.
I'm torn on Resident Evil boss fights because, you know, often they're kind of just annoying and lackluster, but when they do try and work in a puzzle element and work in some of the actual gameplay ideas,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
This one's not really well executed, but I like the thought behind it of trying to do some puzzle shit to cause extra damage.
Yeah.
It's not realized, but I appreciate what they went for.
Yeah, it's just you know, they gave you plenty of valves here. Like I think it's like 4 or 5. So really, I mean, you could if aiming was a little bit better, especially when you try to get to a certain corner. And you know, that's the problem with like the tank controls and the stationary cameras in this. It's hard to predict when, you know, Nemesis is actually going to be going underneath one of those valves, and of course where you're positioned. Am I actually aiming at it? Am I just a hair off?
This camera angle does nothing for me.
Yeah. So the game is kind of its own nemesis here in this.
That's good. I like that.
What I don't want is just a bullet sponge that has unfair attack patterns. If they can work in some of the ideas of the game,
You can't
I
just
do like
dodge?
that.
Randomly without you even knowing you're doing it.
Sometimes on accident.
Yeah.
Never on purpose.
Never on purpose. No way.
Put it on a t-shirt. Parries don't exist.
They don't.
They don't.
Harry Burton.
I do like that. I mean, especially with this game, adding the explosive barrels, and like I think at one point you can drop like a wood pallet onto a creature early
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah.
They do add some environmental shit that wasn't in the last 2 games. So this was pretty cool because you can actually use the environment in a boss challenge. And you should, I mean, I think they should have done more of it throughout the game.
All they have to do here is you pull a valve and it brings a barrel over and like above where you can walk by, and then you walk them over there and you shoot it. Like even something that simple, it builds into the core concept of what the game does most of the time.
Yeah.
Trimmer is going to shake the room, which causes a key card to conveniently fall out of a corpse's pocket. Jill grabs the key card and uses it to get the fuck out of the room. The room she vacates dumps into a vat of some sort of fluid, and that includes Nemi. He is in the room, so he is sayonara. You can get the M66 rocket launcher. The player will need the facility key as well as the card key obtained after the fight with Nemesis in the BOW disposal room. The card key is red and is needed to exit the room before the timer expires. A large shoulder-mounted 4-chambered rocket launcher, because Resident Evil loves them rocket launchers.
Especially that one from Predator.
The ultimate destructive weapon. Make each rocket count, as there are no additional rockets to reload in the game.
I want to fire a rocket launcher.
Yeah, I want to try that one day. I wonder where you can do that.
Is it like a shotgun? Is it less or more than a shotgun? Like, because it propels itself, so it's mostly like flick a switch and you're kind of guiding it.
I feel like it's got to have a little bit of like recoil on it.
A little bit, yeah, but like I think in some instances where I've seen the slow motion shots, the rocket just like kind of falls out of it, and then just the explosive power of the rocket just
because like my 12
starts propelling it.
Yeah, it starts propelling it after that.
My 12 gauge has a kick, but I shot my buddy's 357 Magnum, and when you don't have your shoulder to rely on, like that's scary.
Yeah.
That shit fucking kicks.
I think that, the biggest problem is it's probably like a 40 or 50 pound thing that you're
if it's got
holding up.
4 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not like an RPG,
Just give me the single barrel. I don't need to shoot 4 at once.
Right.
but the gravitas.
I don't know.
The
You want to make a statement.
Yeah.
You want to make a statement.
20.
It's one of those
barrels.
things.
you gotta make it. You gotta make it look good.
Yep. So,
You
warning.
don't put that in your pocket, though. That doesn't take up one inventory spot of your fucking inventory.
You put it in your prison wallet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just gonna shove it up my butt.
Tyler, why are you walking weird?
You get a 4-chamber rocket launcher in the old caboose there.
And 3 cranks.
And 3 cranks. I don't know
never
what
know
they
when you're
do.
gonna need
I
to
don't think
crank
I've
it.
used them once. Warning: missile attack confirmed. All personnel evacuate immediately.
You don't say.
Okay, yes, ma'am. In typical Resident Evil fashion, naked zombies with their withered, necrotic dongs start coming out of nowhere and shamble toward our heroine as she tries to escape, as with every Resident Evil game. Jill finds a portable radar receiver in the crow's nest of the facility, which shows how close the missile is to the city. Nikolai calls in, praising Jill's persistence at staying alive.
You stayed alive again.
Again, you're doing a good job. Thank you. His helicopter rises up, and Nikolai begins unleashing its guns on Jill's position. Now, you have a live selection moment here, and one of these is actually technically canon. Jill now has to try to negotiate with Nikolai, or stop being a punk-ass bitch and just return fire.
What did Mama raise?
Exactly. Not a bitch, that's for sure. So, negotiating with Nikolai causes him to just fly away. You just talk to him, and he kind of like gets like certain, I wonder, tell me all your motivations. Tell me why you're doing all these things. And of course, he proceeds to tell you, just like with every Bond villain out there. Engaging with him, though, does take a lot of ammunition. But eventually, you destroy the helicopter, witnessing it crashing to the ground below. Or if you have the rocket launcher, it takes just one shot. And then Carlos comes in and he's like, Jill, that was our helicopter out. Oh, man. Now, if Nikolai dies, in the previous segment that I talked about earlier, there is no helicopter.
Beautiful.
And
The
then
best.
and then this is the helicopter you just fly away on. So Carlos is like, what are you doing, man?
Are you like single?
Say, get out of my head. There's no way out. Of course, he tells you because that was the last chopper. Not content with giving up, Carlos runs out, and another gentle reminder that a missile attack is confirmed over the speakers, and the dreaded warning level D, which you know what D means.
Dick.
Dick.
Yeah, I was gonna
Warning level Dick. Message comes on. Warning level D, run. In the section before the final boss, there is a scene of massive carnage. As you look around, you will see the carcasses of 5 tyrant corpses, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's just see these like bodies
5
just in the
of them.
background. Yeah. And there are remnants of the 5 other canisters from Resident Evil 2's helicopter.
That's where the corpses came from.
Yep.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yep. So
They were all little Mr. X's in there.
kind of neat because like I remember seeing the one like tyrant corpse is just laying there, just like, ugh, I'm dead.
Some shit went down.
Yeah.
Now, there's this really, really, really weird mechanic in Resident Evil 3 where if you collect all of the documents in a specific order, you get Jill's diary.
Dear diary.
You have to get all of them and the photos in the right order, though. If you get number 12 before number 11, which is very easy to do in a fairly like open world segments of this game,
Yeah.
then you will not be able to get Jill's diary.
It's fucked up.
This
It
is
is kind of, it's weird. It's not obvious.
it's not great.
Yeah.
So August 7th, Jill's diary. 2 weeks have passed since that day. My wounds have healed, but I just can't forget. For most people, it's history now. But for me, whenever I close my eyes, it all comes back clearly. Zombies eating people's flesh and the screams of my teammates dying. No, the wounds in my heart have not healed yet. It's been 2 weeks, Jill.
Jesus Christ, get over it.
I was going to say go easy on yourself. You say just get over it.
Just get over it. That's my Barry Burton.
Have you tried having a beer about it?
I got drunk 2 weeks straight.
2 words, Jack Daniels.
He just holds up a thing of whiskey. I got this.
Really effective against living things.
This is great on livers.
This is Old Granddad. You can buy a handle of it for $7.
They have a special in Old
Doesn't
English.
taste good, but does the trick.
August 13th. Chris has been causing a lot of trouble recently. What's with him? He just was in a fucking zombie mansion.
Yeah.
You all
chill,
need some therapy.
chill.
He seldom talks to the other police members and is constantly irritated. The other day, he punched Elrin of the Boys Crime Department.
Boys Crime Department.
The boys. Did he punch a boy? The chief of the boys' crime department.
There is no there's not a lot of context to this.
He could have punched a child.
He accidentally splashed Chris's face with coffee and he punched the head of the Boys Crime Department. Chris, yo.
Chill.
He's in charge of boys crime.
Chris is on TRT and steroids and Giga Chad.
You know, for the remake, they should have had you open the drawer and it's just fucking all steroids, the whole thing.
Yes.
2,000 steroids.
All testosterone.
August 15th, midnight. Chris, who has been on a leave of absence for a vacation, called me, so I visited his apartment. As soon as I walked into the room, he showed me a couple pieces of paper. They were part of a virus research report entitled as simply as G. Then Chris told me that the nightmare still continues. That's a pretty ominous.
Yep.
You can just say that they're still fucking around. The nightmare still continues. Are you drinking again, Chris?
Well, that's what I say every time to my brother that the Bears win. Like
The nightmare
every
still-
Saturday or
We're not
every
talking-
Monday, every Tuesday, I'm like, the nightmare continues.
We're not talking about the Packers today.
I know, I don't want to.
He went on to say that it's not over yet. Ever since that day, he's been fighting all by himself without rest. He won't tell me. August 24th, Chris left the town today to go to Europe. Barry told me that he would send his family to Canada and that he would follow Chris. I decided to remain in Raccoon City for a while because I know that the research facility in the city will be very important to this entire case.
Yeah.
In a month or so, I'll be joining with them somewhere in Europe. That's where my real battle begins.
Or so you thought. Oh, that's the end of her diary. I was like, I was on pins and needles there. I was ready
Yeah,
for more.
She didn't sign it?
XOXO with a lipstick kiss.
We need her computer password. We don't even know what that is.
In her escape, Jill enters a large room with a large power system that is powering some sort of massive rail cannon. Because why not?
Yeah, just throw it in the basement.
The system's voice tells Jill to add power to the system by plugging in the USB and 2 AA batteries.
You gotta
that,
turn
of
it
course,
around, upside down.
all right, you need 2 AA's. There's 6 of them in this room. 4 are dead. Good luck. So, yeah, you got to plug in some batteries. Of course, the Nemesis is now turned into a full-born 4-legged monster with eyes popping out of his back and all sorts of, like, human
He took his trousers off, and now his dick has entered the equation.
His
Yeah.
scrotum is 2 eyeballs, and that makes no
He's
sense.
literally a crawling scrotum at this point.
I see you.
I wish I didn't see you. This is Nemesis boss battle, final form.
This is when the guy at the bar is taking his pants off, too. This is everyone leave. Just go home.
Yeah, this is usually when another guy who's been annoyed for 45 minutes stands up and puts a guy in a headlock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do this, but
You got to get out of here.
You can't come back till tomorrow.
We open at 6 a.m.
We'll see you tomorrow.
In Nemesis's final form, he bears little resemblance to his former self as the mutilation has completely gone out of control and he's been subjected to chemicals of the disposal system within the dead factory. He's now a massive blob-like creature capable of spitting acid because, again, this is Resident Evil, so why the fuck not?
Flesh kaiju monsters.
Yes.
spitting acid.
My only problem is when you're creating mass that's not there. There's a lot of added mass.
It's a chemical reaction.
It's not how mass grows, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You can't create mass.
Especially
out of nothing.
live in front of you.
He found Chris's desk.
Oh,
Steroids.
That's where all the
dude.
That's what
testosterone
it
went.
was.
That's where all the testosterone
Yeah.
went.
In this final form, Nemesis is practically invincible to your ordinary weapons. When you fight him inside the rail cannon room, you must power up the rail cannon by inserting the 3 large industrial-sized batteries into the compartments. Once this has been done, the system needs to boot and power up, after which a countdown will eventually alert you to when the cannon is ready to fire. It is at this point you need to have ensured you have drawn Nemesis into the path of where the cannon will fire, as one direct hit will be enough to rip that sumbitch in half.
Boom.
This is kind of the most underwhelming final boss battle, I think, in a lot of the different Resident Evil games, because, you know, you expect the final boss battle to be this, like, you know, nail-biting experience, but no, you just got to get them to crawl down the path to get hit by a railgun.
Sometimes I like it in games where you have, like, the big boss battle and then, like, a little bonus boss battle where it's like, oh, he's back, but I got, like, something. It feels like this. Like,
you're right. It feels like that, yeah.
The fact that your guns are essentially useless here, I don't like. I want it to be both of these things.
Yeah.
I should be able to light him up.
Yeah, give him a couple of eyeballs, I'll pop a few bullets, and then I run over and pull your batteries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
To have it just be one or the other, I do feel underwhelmed by it.
So now we have live section 10, or we were calling it instincts, right?
Yeah. Is that what it was?
Yep.
Instinct 10. Exterminate the monster or ignore it and evacuate.
How is this a fucking choice?
How is it a choice?
It's the easiest choice in the whole game.
What are you going to do? You're going to be like, all right, you're almost dead, but you know what? We're going to call it even. And you swear you don't do it again.
This is...
You're not going to do it again? You're
going to stay?
This is take a shot with the boys or be called a little bitch. Like, that's the life selection.
Literally, yeah.
This is, buy a round of Fernet or stab your best friend. And it's like, what did we do in here?
Stab him.
Just going to stab him.
This stubborn asshole still drags its sorry ass towards you. This motherfucker will not die, giving you a choice. Before you leave the room, exterminate it. Or, Stoy, you could
leave like a bitch.
Yes. Exterminate it with the Magnum and utter those famous words. You know what, Stoy? Please.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Bam, 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 bam.
There's no choice.
There's no choice.
There really is no choice.
Are you going to kill the big bad monster that has been tormenting you and following you?
Oh, my arm's tired.
I don't know.
This monster made me pee 3 drops of pee out in my pants at one point when he jumped through a window. And I didn't forget that in the first 2 hours of the game.
Oh, shit.
That's when you memorize the music that happens.
Yeah. And
when all of a sudden you hear that music, it's like, oh, shit, they're near.
Dreams.
It was in the RPD.
Yeah.
The RPD got you.
The Raccoon Police Department. Kind of
Smash
that's what
him.
it's called, yeah.
Destroy him.
So you take the elevator back up, meet with Carlos as he tells her there's a chopper here to pick her up. Thanks, you saved us, Jill exclaimed. An immense wave of relief washed over her. I couldn't let you die. The mysterious southern country bumpkin man replied back. Wait, I got to do that again. Well, I couldn't let you die. Is it you? Jill responds excitedly as Barry Burton replies, are you ready to finish this?
And standing ovation, Barry Burton.
Oscar-winning performance right there. Motherfucking Barry Burton. So the missile streaks overhead past their chopper towards the city. Jill watches it and yells, it's coming. And Barry responds, yeah, it's the end. Before the city erupts in a fiery blaze by an incinerating warhead, decimating and incinerating everything in its path, leaving no traces behind.
Unless they want to make a sequel for Resident Evil 9 where they're going to undo all of this.
That was all a figment of our imagination?
9 or this?
Are you talking about like this warhead scene?
I'm just saying, the way that this scene plays, it really looks like the whole city's completely fucked. In Resident Evil 9, they're like, there's still buildings standing.
Yeah, clearly. So,
and the zombies are still thriving there, so.
They're just hanging out. Like, well,
maybe we'll learn something in the game.
Can we go to McDonald's? Well, not the one that was in the blast zone. Can't go to that one. So, if Barry doesn't show up, Carlos is there. He's piloting the helicopter, and he says some corny shit. I forget what it is, but yeah.
As soon as Barry walks in, I forgot Carlos's name.
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
like, who is this guy?
Carlos
Barry?
is sitting in the back. He's like, hey, remember me, guys?
Barry just cracks open a fucking cold one as soon as the helicopter takes off.
Yep.
And I knew I was home.
Yeah. He dangles a couple road sodas on a 6-pack ring, and he's like, "You guys thirsty?"
He's flying, and then he pulls out his diary, "Getting crunk, bitch," and then he closes it.
Let's fucking go.
If you don't have Barry at this point of the game, though, restart the game.
Restart the game.
Yeah, you actually fucked up.
You did it wrong.
You missed the only ending.
Mm-hmm.
Not the good ending. The
It
only
needs
canonical
to be
ending.
canonical.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Barry Burton is part of the canon. He has moved his family to Canada to keep them safe. An account indicates that after learning the situation of Raccoon from the news, he left immediately to rescue Jill. However, after driving to Raccoon City, he was stopped by the military blockade. Burton then chartered a civilian helicopter with the help of an old friend from SWAT and waited until the moment the military lifted its blockade before approaching the city at a low altitude. And like I said, you only see Barry at the end of the game, and only if you choose to jump off the bridge outside the dead factory, as opposed to pushing the Nemesis. So remember, kids, jump off the
And
bridge.
that's like
like a bitch.
at that point in the game too, you've been playing for a while, you're starting to feel really big in your britches. Maybe you do try to push Nemesis off because you're like, well, I've handled everything the game's thrown at me so far.
Yeah.
So fuck it. Fuck Nemesis. Let me
Yeah.
do this.
Easy thing to remember, to forget.
Yeah, that's really deceivious.
Deceivious.
I like this new word you've created.
Deceivious.
Deceivious.
It's really fucked that they put me in this situation.
System Dicks. Newscast airs on national television right before the credits roll. And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the president and the federal council, I don't know who the federal council is, have passed judgment.
That doesn't exist in government.
Over the civilians of Raccoon City. The president and the federal council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminus operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation and have since executed it. Based on that fact, the Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark. Our hearts go out to those poor civilians of Raccoon City. 100,000 doesn't seem like a lot.
And now for sports.
And now for sports.
Micah Parsons tore his fucking ACL again.
And the entirety of Raccoon City football is dead now because we blew up the city.
Yep.
And on to weather.
We expect to forfeit the next game. So you will get epilogue endings.
You have to beat the game 8 times, I think. Is that the number?
On hard mode,
9, yeah.
you have to beat the game 8 times to unlock all of them.
Yeah.
So you unlock them progressively one at a time. So this gives you a little heads up on what's going to happen to certain characters next. So with Jill, after escaping the city, Jill sets out to join Chris Redfield. However, all she found was an empty hideout of Chris's. On the floor was Chris's knife. Jill left without hesitation because she firmly believes that Chris is still alive. She will search for him until she finds him. Then they can go and put an end to Umbrella until she might get turned into a brainwashed blondie. We don't know.
Something happened in between there.
Chris injected all of the steroids. He never skipped arm day once.
Nope. Biceps all day.
He took how to be less polite to people classes. And also how to ignore incredibly capable Ethan Winters characters.
Yeah. Sorry, Ethan.
Wait, I was having a flash forward, I think. Chris
Spoilers.
Chris says, "Please forgive me, Claire." Chris Redfield had just finished this letter with his signature phrase. As he removes his sunglasses, a lady walks by him with light steps. She looks about the same age as Claire, he thinks. A short time later, Chris discovered that his sister was looking for him, but was caught.
What?
Barry got fucking lit.
Yeah.
He partied so hard he forgot the next 10 years. Everyone loves him. President of the
shit. I got to save Jill.
He was elected president of the world, the end of the series. Or he looks at his young daughters and says, "I'm sorry, but my comrades are waiting for me." He knows that he must repay his teammates for forgiving his betrayal, even if that means leaving his family for now. His wife tries to hide her fear, so she smiles and says, "Don't worry, we'll be okay. You're not leaving the gun out in a situation Moira will find it, correct?"
Yep.
That wasn't written there. Leon Scott Kennedy gave lots of people boners and moist pants.
Yep.
Check.
Roundhouse kicks, chainsaws to the chest. Let's go.
Claire.
Backflip.
Oh, wait, we'll finish Leon. Okay. He became a U.S. government agent. Leon says, "Leave Sherry alone. She's innocent. She knows too much," the man replies. He looks at Leon and says, "But you have value. This is a good deal. Make your choice." Without regret or hesitation, Leon closes his eyes and then sharply responds, ...
does he say?
dot.
What does he say?
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
as long as I can be a womanizer for a whole game. And he did.
They were like, yes, please.
I'm spoiling a lot of this stuff we're going to be talking about. Claire says, leave us alone. Claire Redfield couldn't believe Leon's words. Leon continued, you're looking for your brother, right? Just go. Claire knew that Leon and Sherry needed immediate medical attention, but she could not waste any more time. I'll be back, I promise. She said as she disappeared into the wilderness alone. Why'd you walk into the trees?
Yeah, I know. Like, take the road.
Go to a plane.
Yeah, right.
Anywhere but the wilderness.
I'm walking to Antarctica.
I'm going to start here in these woods.
I'm walking to Europe. There's going to be a lot of weird things in this next game, and I'm going to fall in love with the handsomest man in the world. Boy. Sherry says, in Sherry's story, do you have any relatives? When the army officer asked her, Sherry Birkin did not respond, for she has no immediate relatives. Her father and mother died because of the G virus, and so the little girl holds herself with her arms and bites her lip tight. She thinks, I'm sure she will come back. She won't forget about me. Claire left.
Don't you?
Claire left and Leon left.
Yep.
They really did ditch her.
None of them are coming back. Time to find a tall drink of water.
Tall drink of Wesker.
Tall drink of Wesker. Yeah.
I love knowing things you don't know, Tyler.
I know, this is great.
I can't wait till we get to Resident Evil 6.
Ada Wong looks at herself in the mirror. She used to be called Ada Wong, but this morning she will say goodbye to that name. No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. Yeah, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know about that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Ada Wong anymore. She feels her ab and thinks, this is Ada's scar, not mine. And as she says goodbye to Ada Wong, she can't stop her tears. However, there isn't much time left before her next mission.
I like she feels her ab. Just one of them.
She doesn't have a 6-pack or a 4-pack. She's got a 1-pack.
She's got one ab.
And Hunk, once again, only you survive, Mr. Death. The chopper pilot speaks with a cold bitterness. Always only you survive, Mr. Death. The pilot continues. But Hunk does not respond to the pilot. He doesn't give a fuck. The Death cannot die. The survivor thinks to himself with a warm smile. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let it out. Let it out.
No, it's just the writing of these. This is literally ripped straight from the game itself. So, like, the whole, like, she feels her ab. The Death cannot die. Like, did someone, like, competent in the English language read this and be like, we should probably change some of this, instead of just, like, direct translation?
The charm is the bad translation.
I agree.
If some guy says,
get down with it.
I can never die. That's way not as cool as someone with a poor grasp of grammar saying the Death cannot die.
Yep.
Sign me up for that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was really poetic. Mr. Death.
Yeah. No, I'm not knocking it, but it's just like, if you're producing this game, you want them to take you seriously. Like the whole, like, Master of Unlocking thing.
I've never heard of an ab. I've heard she touches her abs.
Yeah.
But no one says she touched her ab.
She touched her ab.
Her ab.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like, maybe it was a letter thing. They didn't have enough characters. Couldn't spell ab.
Could be, yeah. Could be, you're right.
We got to get rid of a letter. Drop the S.
Drop the S.
We can't.
Not enough. They'll get the hint.
We just made it.
We
just
can't
made
afford it.
They also have beaten the game like 6-7 times to get this cutscene on hard. So, like, we got them. We don't need to be entirely correct here.
Who else we got? We got Hunk. Just make him like some immortal dude. Who
Yeah.
gives a shit?
Call him Mr. Death. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just do it.
At the end game here, there is some outfits and shit. The original PlayStation version and GameCube version of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis featured 5 costumes, which were unlocked in the boutique after the completion of the game. The PC version allowed the costumes to be accessed from the start, as well as adding another 2 additional costumes to the game. The Dreamcast version, however, allowed costumes to be chosen from the start and included blue and black outfits from the PC, the 2 additional ones, as well as the blue casual outfit instead of the black casual outfit. That's a block of text that I read, didn't know existed, and will delete from my brain in 12 seconds.
That's a lot of half-assed stuff.
There are a lot of costumes that you can get.
Zombie count.
Jill's regular outfit is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want to give the classic RE1 outfit, I also support. The rest of them become like
The little beret.
You're a Dino Crisis lady now. I get it.
Yeah.
The first one's perfect for reasons unsaid. Zombie count in this bad boy, you're gonna run into anywhere from 165 to 265 zombies, which is quite a step up, if I'm remembering correctly from the last two.
That's a wide
That's a
range
big jump.
That's a big jump.
This is, of course, a semi-random game. So you would be, if you get to 265, you're getting rid of a lot of dogs, some hunters probably.
Yeah.
Because that's just the way this game works.
And it depends the route you take and how you run into shit, all that jazz.
Yeah, because some areas, if you backtrack, more zombies pop up. If you're knowing where you're going constantly, you're not backtracking, those zombies aren't popping up.
Yeah.
So we get a introduction into the first official Mercenaries game within the series, at least for the PlayStation, for home console players.
Yep.
Arguably, probably one of the best mini games. This is what Resident Evil should just stick with if they want to do multiplayer. This mini game plays very similar to the Resident Evil 2 minigame, The Forced Survivor, with a few new features added in. The player has a choice of playing as one of three characters: Carlos, Oliveira, Mikhail Victor, or Nikolai Zhinovev. The premise of this minigame...
None of us could pronounce that besides you, just so you know. Story.
Okay, this is why I was given this. The premise of the minigame is that Police Chief Brian Irons has implanted a bomb in the chosen mercenary, and the player initially has 2 minutes.
I'll put a bomb in your butt.
Good luck, buddy.
Right in your prison wallet. That's why you're walking funny. Yeah. Your skin.
I have problems.
I should probably get help.
I got bored. We ran out of guinea pigs a long time ago.
Open your butt.
Let me catch that butt. So you have 2 minutes to get from the cable car to the warehouse save room. Thankfully, more time is granted for each creature killed along the way. Additionally, there are several people scattered through the level that are about to be killed when the player gets to them. If they are saved, they drop an item, and more time is added to the player's timer. God, remember, this was so fun. Nemesis appeared several times as the player tries to make it to the end, although only in his first and second form, thankfully. Killing Nemesis grants a huge time bonus, but it is quite difficult to accomplish. Keep in mind, you have 2 minutes. When the player completes the game or dies, they are given a grade and a monetary reward. The money can be saved up to buy 4 different items to use in the main game: an assault rifle with infinite ammunition, hell yeah, a Gatling gun with infinite ammunition,
Probably
hell
too
yeah.
much. Probably too much.
A little overkill. A rocket launcher with infinite ammunition, or infinite ammunition for every weapon in the game. Every purchased unlockable will be stored in the item box for Jill and Carlos in the main game too as well. Brian Irons is the main mini-game's narrator. The game starts with him giving a speech about the game's rules. He gives freedom to the player at the end of the game. Carlos, what happens with Carlos afterwards? Because really,
He didn't even get a fucking epilogue.
I know, he really didn't.
Yeah, he's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
We thought so.
Well, we thought so, clearly. I mean, there's a lot of...
He wanted to be in 4 movies with Mila Jovovich.
Yep. Yeah, he was in the second one. That's right, yeah.
Is he played by Hemotep?
No.
No, the other guy.
He's played by the Magi.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Artis
So
is his name in the...
after the events in Raccoon City, Oliveira and Valentine went to a hotel bar located somewhere on the coast of the United States and had a drink before saying goodbye. Later, Oliveira escaped the U.S. via Mexico, and he returned to South America to reside there. He continued to harbor anger towards Umbrella, as one does, and he may have undergone plastic surgery to avoid being recognized by Umbrella. That's the place to go to get plastic surgery. Some, ho-dunk town in South America, I guess.
How do you increase perfection? Like, what are you doing?
I know, yeah, what are you doing?
Are you getting a nose?
We can't arrest
a
this
nose
guy.
enlargement?
We can't arrest this guy. Come on. Doctors won't even touch that face.
No, he's perfect.
It's already perfect.
We didn't have plans for Carlos. We're going to use Leon 7 times.
Yes. Yeah.
Chris, he will be in every game.
You just be in the background.
Which one was Carlos? Was he the white trash from the train?
Oh, the Spanish guy. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have room for a Spanish guy every game.
Sure didn't.
We get a black girl for 1 game. Sorry. What about Chris, though, right? That white dude who takes steroids. He's perfect for our demographic.
Really? Honestly.
The kids will love it.
The kids are going to love it.
When we get to Resident Evil 5 and 6, that's pretty much going to be the big talking points is that was games at that time. The Call of Duty generation.
And then all of the female characters are like, perfect. Except they just cut the pant legs.
Yep. Tactical pants.
We can need less sleeves.
Tactical shorts.
I want you to picture the illusion of a butt cheek, but not actually see it, but get as close as humanly possible to being able to see it.
We're gonna kind of see some.
Is
butt
she
cheek,
hiding
right?
a rocket launcher up there? You never know.
Let's do the jiggle physics in that stupid way, right?
These kids are on this thing nowadays called side boob. It's honestly better than full boob.
We want all of it except the middle. That's Resident Evil 3. I think, all things considered, it's pretty good. It's definitely, in my opinion, after coming off the high of Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 does feel a little bit like they took some big swings and some of it works and some of it doesn't. I think that they were put into a position where they had to make some tough decisions and try and broaden the game's scope. I do like this game. It is, I think, a very worthy numbered Resident Evil.
I do feel in when we get to the rankings, we'll talk more about it later. But I do feel that they kind of almost, I hate to use the word rushed it, but
100%.
But it feels like that because I think after Resident Evil 2, once they started seeing like, holy crap, we got a franchise here. We got a potential big franchise that we could milk the hell out of. So let's just get a mainline entry in before the PlayStation 2 generation comes out. You know, we got Resident Evil 4 that we're working on. We got all these other different Resident Evil projects that we're working on. We got a movie that we're going to be kind of like pushing soon. So Resident Evil 3 almost felt like, well, let's just get it out there.
Yeah.
Looking at how much came down the pike so quickly, like after 3, I get why they kind of waited and they didn't do a launch title with the PS2, although it really confuses me that they didn't just wait for next gen tech to make
They did.
the third one.
The Sega Dreamcast.
I don't count that.
And your favorite Sega Dreamcast game,
Sonic.
just Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Just Resident Evil.
Just Resident Evil. What's your favorite Resident Evil
Just
game?
Chris
Just Resident Evil. Yeah. No, the which is interesting because I think what did we talk about earlier that Code Veronica was almost supposed to be 3, but they kind of split it to be like, okay, well, we're just going to do that for next generation, but we should do a mainline Resident Evil game for the PlayStation, generation.
They're very, even to this day, kind of wishy-washy on it because they don't ever want to say definitively, and someone will say this and someone will say that. What it really boils down to is they had a lot of things in the oven at once, and they took on what was ready quickest to serve someone because we were starving.
And sometimes an undercooked cookie is really good.
I will eat cookie dough. And
Yeah,
this has
I
some...
will eat cookie dough,
There
yeah.
is half cookie dough in the center of this cookie, but I'm still hungry, and I ate it and loved it. So let's...
It does seem weird, like I said, that we got a massive Resident Evil 2 game with, 4 campaigns in it, and then this one that was just,
The live selection seems like they're really trying to placate our need for multiple playthroughs, and it doesn't really deliver what it sets out to do.
It's not enough. Like I said, the only real big decision was that last decision on the bridge. All the other ones, it's like, fine, you can get weapons parts, but
it's cool. You could like see a different scene where like Nikolai might be in this spot instead of that spot, but at the end, the same shit pretty much happens.
yeah, pretty much. The game ends almost the same each time, but yeah.
Let's rank it. So while we're early, we'll just start right at the bottom and work our way up. Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil 3 Nemesis?
I go with Nemesis.
Nemesis. Yeah.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 1 is fantastic, but it has a little more it could do.
The threat of Nemesis is really jarring for a lot of the game, whereas like Resident Evil 1 is like, it's got good bones, but everything that's good about that was improved upon in 2.
Yeah, it really was.
Which is why you're going to ask the question next, and I'm going to say 2 over 3.
I'm changing my vote. I'm going Resident Evil 1.
What?
What? Why?
Because of Barry Burton.
Oh, come on.
It's fine. It doesn't,
Okay, no, it's fine. It's
change
fine.
the ranking.
Yeah.
I need to say that.
Okay, all right.
Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3 Nemesis?
I'm going to go 2.
2.
I don't think anyone's going to argue with that
No,
one.
definitely not. Yeah.
So that puts Resident Evil 3 comfortably in the middle of our 3 games so far.
So 2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1. Yeah.
Steve Burnside might
definitely
have something to say about that.
I can't wait to get Steve here. Get Steve here. I want him to explain himself.
Oh, yeah. I like rankings.
Yeah.
Unless it's having friends, then I only like this.
Unless it's got something to do with my dad. I hate my dad.
I hate my dad. I hate him. I'm going to do a backflip and give me your guns or I'm not giving you this.
Don't rely on anybody, especially your dad.
Everyone lets you down. No. I'm just kidding, Claire. You're kind of cute.
Stay tuned for the Resident Evil Code Veronica podcast where we talk all about Steve Burnside.
Special
It
thanks.
is interesting. Honestly, it's interesting for me that you guys are playing these older games like now. Because did you
I beat
any of these original ones when they came out?
I beat 1, 2, and 3 when they came out.
You did? Okay, I got it.
The first one I beat was 4.
I think when you were talking about the pivot of Resident Evil 5 was kind of like, man, you almost like had, I feel like you had to have been there.
I can't wait to talk about 5.
Oh, can't wait.
I
Yeah.
hate it so much.
I
oh,
loved it.
man.
I loved it. I loved it.
I'm excited for you to replay it.
I can't wait. I'm probably gonna hate it. I'm so
It's
excited.
it's gonna be like I said, when we get to those 2, 5 and 6, man, I can't wait.
6 is gonna be fun because I was kind of homeless, kind of couch surfing when that game came out, and
It's a sweet spot.
Yeah.
my buddy
You had to have been
who
there,
let
kinda
me
thing.
stay with him was playing it, and he is like a diehard. Like he played all of them, and I came in at 4. And barely gave a shit. 5, I was super psyched on, and he used to shit on me for liking 5. 6 came out, and we used to just smoke a bunch of weed and cigarettes, and then play it and drink a bunch of Ice House. And I was like, "This is the greatest shit ever, man." And he's like, "This game sucks."
This was 2 years ago?
No, this was college. Because
This was
Resident
3
Evil.
years ago.
I graduated college 12 years ago.
Damn.
Magna cum sock.
Magna Cum System.
I've never heard that one before.
I just made it up right now.
That was really good.
Special thanks to our Patreon executive producers, Brainsucker Brian Ward, Crimson Head Christina, Kipper the Liquor. I like Kipper the Liquor.
Kipper the Liquor.
You know when you think that dog is licking your hand by your bed? It's Kipper. It's
Kipper.
Philium Birkin Wright, Tyrant Melly, Jordan Hunter Alphahoff, Kelly Gravedigger Gutowski, Phil Just Las Plagas Phil, thanks Tyler.
You're welcome.
Justin the Molded Melly, Ejot Blade of Alexia, Spetsnaz S. Kennedy, and Tony the Progenitor Pepperoni. We appreciate all your support. And
We really do.
Now, this episode, if this is on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or your main listening things, there's a good chance that you're not on our Patreon, which
I'm
means
old and gray at this point.
we already are dead.
Yep.
This is our diary. But that means
My cell phone password is 11111111.
is your girlfriend's name in binary code.
Is your mom's name.
So this would be releasing once a month on the main feed. This will be on Patreon every other week. So if you want these episodes more often or access to a lot of backlog episodes immediately, check out patreon.com/HairTheDogcast. You're going to love this. And lots of other content there as well.
Yes.
And we're going to be back in 2 weeks for Patreon or 1 month for the main feed to discuss Resident Evil Code
Veronica.
This is the one I'm most excited to play.
Yeah.
Judging off of the weird shit I've seen on Reddit and just listening to you two talk.
It couldn't be more sublime. Now, is it a perfect game? Yes. Because Steve Burnside is there.
Yeah.
That's actually the only qualifier for perfect game. If Silksong had Steve Burnside, 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. If Claire Expedition...
So that's what Resident Evil 5 needed was a jacked Steve Burnside.
If the main character was Steve Burnside instead of Chris Redfield,
I'm totally lost right now.
you'll see.
You'll
Steve
see. You'll see.
Burnside.
Don't look anything up.
I'm not.
Don't watch any cutscenes, because when Steve enters your life, there's the before and the after. It's ASB.
It's ASB.
Or BSB.
Before Steve Burnside and then after Steve Burnside.
And there's two kinds of people in this world: those that hate Steve Burnside and those that are right.
Enlightened.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm going to leave now before doggies, though, because I'm going to go pee in your backyard because I have to pee really bad.
This has been Zombie Dog.
This is Zombie
Tyler's gonna
Dogs.
go pee in the backyard.